always be hanging over our heads.
Ada is going to be hanging over our heads forever because I will. Oh wow, this is so bright with this this white screen. Also, that's okay. Oh well, I'll just be very, very washed out on the video. Anyway, let me know whenever you're ready to go and whenever you can see my face.
I'm on Twitch, but you are offline.
I just started the stream. Let's see.
Oh.
I should be live now.
Fresh.
Yeah, live Monster Prom.
There we go.
There you
I
go.
see you.
All right, cool. As washed out as I am with the brightness of the screen. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Do we want voiced interjections? Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. Okay, so we are going to play as 2-player. Okay. So, do you want a short game or a full game? You tell me. 45 minutes or 60 minutes? How much time you got? One session, 60-minute game, or nah?
I'm fine with the full
Okay,
game.
cool. Let's do it. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay, so, player 1, I will be this fire lady. That's fine. Who am I really? I guess we'll be... Okay. Okay. All right. All right, so who do you want to be? Do you want to be the Frankenstein guy, the Frankenstein girl, or the ghost guy?
I'll go with the ghost guy. That's one on the left, right?
Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Yay, we're back! Oh, by the way, yeah, let's see. I don't know if anybody else wants to play this. If not, that's okay. We'll deal with what we got. Okay. Okay. So we are in Spooky High, and we had to get to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Yes, we're wooing this time. It dawned on me that, yeah, well, actually it didn't dawn on me. It dawned on Ruki, and Ruki pointed out to me that we can't play a co-op game over Steam when Steam's messed up. But I can play this game and read it out to Ruki, and Ruki can pick an option, and I can play it for both of us, and Ruki can be on here with me. So, worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw you a bunch of absurd questions, or throw a bunch of absurd questions at you, and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Okay, so school is outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP. How to correctly punch a crocodile without terrible consequences. Critical thought. I mean, damn, this country could really use a subject like that in the schools. Or turning people into your puppets through emotional warfare and deception 101. This one would be my actual answer, the critical thought one.
Yeah.
But
3 is the most fun, but 2...
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to see what happens if you say you want to punch a crocodile. I mean, I don't actually want to punch a crocodile. They're fine.
I mean, they teach you that in Florida.
Right. I know. I'll go ahead and do. I'll do the. Okay, you want to do critical thought?
Yeah, but I'm down to punch a crocodile.
Oh, you're gonna do the same one? You don't have to do the same one. This is just to develop your character stats. So
I thought we were. Like,
no. We don't have to do the same one. We're separate on this. So like, you want to do critical thought, then that's your character stats.
Let's go for it. Critical thought.
All right. I'm bold and you're smart. What would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? A sample of more nutritious breakfast options so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. B, the phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. Or
incoming at break.
A tiny piece of sharp metal so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. So, yeah, I will do the phone number of the sexy guy. I will do the tiger. What are you gonna do, Rookie?
Let's go with the thrill of danger.
All right.
Because obviously I'm not that smart.
Your partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. So there's 6 options. 1 is a pony, always a pony. 2, anything capable of leading them to an overdose of some sorts. 3, a silly toy that makes silly noises. 4, anything on fire or a weapon. No, a weapon on fire. 5, the abstract concept of gratefulness. Or 6, the head of their fiercest enemy. So anything on fire is mine. And what about you?
The anything they can overdose with.
All right.
I've given that as a gift.
Okay, so now we have to figure out where we're going to go and what we're going to do to spend our time. So week 1 in the morning, I'm going to go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm.
Captain speech.
Right. Later, you, Polly, and Damien are practicing batting, which is stealing bats and hiding them in people's lockers. But all that well-intentioned fun and games is interrupted by a blinding flash of light. There you are, exactly the monsters we wanted to see. Well, needed, not wanted. Oh, these guys again? They never want to do anything fun. We're not trying to ruin your fun, we're just trying to save your world. Univertica is planning an attack. So boring. Why am I even subjecting my ears to this bullshit? I'm going back to hell. Yeah, that's what we need. Our partners on this mission, Rabaru, died right after discovering Univertica's weakness. We need someone to speak to her spirit. Not it. Not it. Damn it. I said it almost at the same time. But I'm allergic to helping. This is a serious health issue. But I'm prettier, so I shouldn't have to do anything ever. Guys, seriously, the world will end if you don't help us. We don't care who, but one of you needs to step up. Whatever, just let the world end already. Then I won't have to take my midterms. I'm with Polly on this one. Midterms suck. Helping people sucks. Good luck with whatever you said your problem was. Well, the problem is the world is ending. You're pretty sure nobody wants that. But you don't really want to help either. Time to impress one of your classmates by forcing the other one to go help. Okay, so... yeah, you know, Polly, saving the world is a great way to get free drugs and alcohol.
What?
Oh, I already helped someone, like, just last century. That was it. That's all I'm obligated to do for my lifetime. Death time. But I'm with Polly on this. And fuck you, dude, for trying to throw her under the bus. Yeah, fuck you. Being thrown under a bus is how I died. Wait, are you seriously turning against your fellow classmate instead of Univertica, destroyer of worlds? Because we could really use your anger if you channeled it. Why would he be mad at Univertica? Univertica isn't trying to get me to do boring shit. Yeah, Univertica would probably prefer that we do nothing, so if you think about it, he's on our side. But he's not on your side. He wants to destroy the universe. You're in the universe. Just forget it. We'll find someone else to communicate with Rabaroo. You guys are unbelievable. Geez, I thought they'd never leave. And seriously, you're the worst for trying to sell me out. I hope Univertica does destroy the universe and you die. Of course, if the universe is destroyed, they die too. But they're too busy being put out with you to care. So you lose 2 charm and 1 boldness. Ruki, your turn. Where do you want to go?
Let's go outdoors.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Suddenly, a chill runs through you, as if the very fabric of reality is in danger. Scanning your surroundings, you quickly discover the reason for the feeling. Polly and Damien are together, and they're bored. Damien? Damien? Damien! What? I must have fallen asleep for a second because nothing is on fire.
Welcome, Money
Hey,
Smith
what's up, Moxie?
777.
We were hoping to do Resident Evil, and then Steam decided to die, so now we're playing Monster Prom. Okay, so Polly says, I know, right? Nothing crazy has happened in the last 47 minutes, and I'm dead. I mean, I am literally actually dead, but I'm also dead because of how bored I am. What if we just... Oh, fuck. I'm so bored. I can't even think of something to do to not be bored. No, help us. Somebody, please, cause a sexy problem. Okay, it's your turn to pick a thing. Break the 7 seals and release Kralak Thul, the world fucker. Or send in the party goblins.
I mean, I can't imagine the kind of person who would pick
Refreshing.
number 2.
Thanks, Panda
Okay, hold on.
Quinn21.
Announcements are happening because Quinn fed Chumbus. Thank you for that, by the way, Quinn. What did you say? Ruki?
I said I can't imagine what kind of psychopath would send in the party goblins. We have to send in the world fucker.
Okay, we're sending in the world fucker. Okay. The world fucker. Using an accursed sword someone was stupid enough to give you, you shatter the wards separating the world fucker from our world. He emerges onto this mortal plane with a noise like a million throats being slit at once, wreathed in bloody vapor. These are the end times that the ancient poets forlornly prophesied. This realm will rot like the maggot-riddled corpse it is. Ah, sick, it's the world fucker. Come to fuck the world. Yes! Hey, world fucker, want a party? Kralak Thul speaks with a voice like a snake eating itself. He says, hell yes! You all head off to party all night, leaving a trail of flaming wreckage in your wake. The world is doomed, but at least it's not boring. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. All right.
We're just ending the world in even better ways.
All right. Everybody chooses an occupation in this challenge. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Okay, chooses an occupation? I don't know what that means. I guess we just make something up. I'm a salesman. What are you?
A mechanic.
Okay.
I got nothing.
All right. Mario and Luigi were plumbers. Player order is decided based on how funny an off-brand version of these two heroes called Hans and Rudolph would be, who aside from saving a kingdom are also whatever. Okay, so this is just to choose the order, so like that's okay. We can we'll just put you first, or we can do it random.
Randomize it.
Okay,
Both of our
randomize
answers are equally unfunny.
Okay, well, it's been decided. Ooh, there's a bot I need to
Welcome focal split.
ban that bot. And off they go. Cool. All right. Now it is lunchtime. I guess I'm going to sit over here. You take your seat between the strongest and smartest men you know. Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre looking food. Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently. But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why they call it a lunchtime. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless moment-gram post. Oh, I see. You're going to post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'll be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies. Oh, they're Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks? Scott snack? You know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want. Thanks, Liam. Oh, they all look so yummy. I don't know where to start. Jala, any ideas? Maybe your choice of a snack can get one of these boys to want to snack on you in an innuendo way, not literally. Okay, obviously the lychee flavored fruit custard, or lychee fruit flavored custard with a side of tofu and a drizzle of raspberry extract is the most superior food on the plate. Or go for the brightly colored bag of meat biscuits that somehow has an anime drawing of Scott's face on it that says Scott Snacks. Okay, we're gonna go with the big dumb brute. Yes, you do have Scott Snacks. Scott Snacks? What does that mean? How is this possible? Why is your face on an obscure Japanese biscuit brand? Is that really you? Oh yeah, totally. There was this one time where I was, well, actually, it was a full noon, so I'm not really sure exactly what happened. But somehow I ended up hanging out with these really cool Japanese businessmen the whole evening. But how? What even? Yeah, I guess they saw me practicing a few sports moves and they saw how strong and fast I was and they wanted to show how their meat treats are strong and fast. So they asked me if they could use me as their new mascot and I said, of course. And then the Scott Snacks became a hit and now I'm kind of famous in Japan. Thanks for pointing out the Scott Snacks to me, Jala. It's nice to know you want to see my face. I want to see yours too. How is he so muscular and so adorable at the same time? Maybe one day you can put your faces together. Okay, it's your turn to pick where you want to sit.
Bottom right.
Bottom right. So you want to go with the Gorgon lady and the mermaid princess?
She's a mermaid?
Yeah, the other one's a mermaid. The one with the crown on her head?
The one with the genocide hobby?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, the swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. So you get, if you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. Or, this writhing snake fold is for when it is time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds.
Let's go with number 1.
All right.
Make enough napkins that fold more napkins. Eventually, you run out of world.
Indeed. So, Miranda says, oh, that's adorable. Look at it folding everybody's napkins. It's like a tiny, adorable surf. It looks...
Besides,
Huh?
we've got a world fucker on the loose. We're going to need the napkins.
Right? So, Vera says, it looks like it's folding the other napkins into more self-folding napkins. I know, it's so efficient. Go, little napkin surf, be free. Aren't you worried this will turn into a self-replicating napkin scenario, progressing geometrically until the world is nothing but napkins? Why? That sounds lovely. God, you're impossible. You seem to have mispronounced impeccable. Whatever, I'm leaving before the napkin folk take over the world. Vera leaves you alone for a romantic lunch with Miranda. You can't hang out too long, though. You've got to stop those napkins before they take over the world. Okay, so this is another one of those things to pick one, so we'll just randomize it. I keep randomizing it and it keeps putting me first. Maybe I'm just going to put you first next time, Blake, by default.
Let's do this.
Okay, week 1 evening. I will go to, I don't know where I want to go to. I'll go outdoors this time. Okay, this is the rave one again. I didn't realize it was going to be the same thing. Okay, that day during recess, you start a half-hour rave. Okay, you're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how it works? Well, it is. You get +2 fun from poor Bob. As you go about your day, you can't help but notice Damien and Scott trying on beige business suits. By the time you get over to them, they've both taken the suits off and are examining them critically. Something still isn't right. Yeah, and I really don't want to half-ass our Pokemon's costume or cosplay. Coach says to always use your full ass on everything. I'm with you, man. Nobody gives more of a shit about the class Pocket Humans video game than me. But what the fuck are we missing, man? We've got the suits, the horn-rimmed glasses, the sickly pale body paint. Everything we need to cosplay Doug and Wilbert. The twin titans of real estate. I know who they are, Scott. I played the damn game. Now, come on. Help me think of what we're missing. You know right away what their costumes need. You reach into your bag and pull out the one thing no human would be caught dead without. A gun or a unicycle? A gun. Yes, yes! This is exactly what my costume needed. Come on, Scott. Put on your mask and let's head over to the convention. Okay, Damien. Hey, by the way, why is the convention happening over at the First National Bank? In the middle of the day on a weekday? Humans don't ask questions, Scott. Come on, let's go rob that, make some friends. If anyone asks, that gun isn't yours. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. All right, where do you want to go?
Let's try the bathrooms.
Okay.
See what kind of nonsense happens there.
That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect
I get
no
it.
authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You see Damien and Miranda with their heads up in their hands. They look glum. You ask them what's up. Oh, we're boned.
Incoming ad break.
I do not know what this boned means, but I'm not optimistic about our chances on the upcoming exam. It's not fair. I shouldn't have to fail the test just because I spent all week in a really brutal mosh pit instead of going to class. And I did study. I had my servants read the entire textbook twice.
Disgraceful.
But for some reason, my servants are not allowed to take the test for me. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Chop up the teacher and melt his body in acid. No, there's got to be another way. Doesn't there? Okay, so you get to pick. Easy, just lobby the government until they remove the class from the entire school system, or you don't need to murder your teacher over something like this, just burn down the entire school.
Let's burn down the entire school. See if
Okay.
that changes anything.
Shit, yeah, finally a good excuse to do what I was probably gonna eventually do anyway. I'm not sure it's actually a good excuse, but it's too late. Damien is already running through the halls with 2 gallons of gasoline soaking everything. Later, as Damien is led out of school in handcuffs for the 3rd time this week, he gives you a smile and a wink. Ha, suckers, they can't make me take the test. If I'm in jail, I win again. Damien's happy, and only a small portion of the school burned down. Looks like everybody wins. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness.
Well, I am not playing according to my character.
So, something happened on the weekend to you. On Saturday night, you're at a school or a cool pizza place that cooks pizza in a real pizza oven. Little did you expect that when the chef opens the oven to get your pizza, Damien appears from the flames. How does that work? Can he teleport through fire? Has he been waiting inside the oven all this time just to make a kick-ass entrance? Ah, the mystery. My dude, I fucking hate needing people's help, but I might need yours. Don't let it get to your head or I'll stab you so I don't have to owe you anything. Enough threats. Here's the deal, fuckhead. I might or might not feel attracted by your buddy Jala. You know the one, always making absurd choices, being equally parts stupidly sexy and sexily stupid, and with the nice booty. But I don't want to get my feelings hurt by rushing into love without proper judgment. My dads always say, if you love someone, shoot them and see what happens. Great fatherly advice, right? Thing is, Principal Giant Spider, my therapist, and the rule of law all seem to think that shooting someone to check if they're the one is not very legal. They have strongly recommended that I do all that on what they call a theoretical level, like imagining the whole thing. But imagining is for losers, and since you both know Jala and are a loser yourself, I thought you could tell me, what would Jala do if I were to shoot her? So, the two responses are, Jala is all about getting shot. She goes to the doctor every day just to get a shot, and the shots are the only thing she does when partying, so I think you can give her a shot. Or, believe it or not, if you were to shoot Jala, she would not be into it. Hashtag true story.
See, 2 would be what I'd say in real life. But I like the whole unhinged thing. 1.
Let's do it. Whoa, that's convenient. I have the feeling dating me could increase someone's chances of getting shot or stabbed. You don't get to be as big an asshole as me without making some enemies along the way. I would feel bad if my loved one were to get shot because of me, but knowing Jala is so into getting shot is a relief. I fucking hate guilt. Okay, seems like my heart isn't being a drunk idiot this time. I might be onto something. Nice. And who knows, if she is so into getting shot, I might add some spice into my foreplay, if you know what I mean. I mean shooting Jala before having sex with her, just to be clear. Wowie! You're welcome, Jala. Wow. Both for getting you some demon dick and for the blood loss you're about to experience. You had too much blood anyway. You get +3 charm for being such a good friend, Rookie.
Oh, what can I say? I care.
So I'm just going to give this one to you as to allow you to be first. I'm not going to mess with that. Okay. Week 2, now you get to be first. All right, where do you want to go?
Let's try the guy.
To the what?
The guy.
What? Where are we going? The
GYM, the guy.
Okay. So let's see. So Ben says, please rate your current amount of blood. I'm quite a bag of blood. I'm quite bloody, I guess. I don't... We're all sacks of blood? Anyway, let's see. And then Quinn says, wait, I get to sex Jala in this one? Brad! Yeah. Yeah, if you only were on the mic with us and playing, Quinn. Yeah, then you could also be playing. But yeah, anyway, okay, we're going to the gym. Okay. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. You see, they are really trying to ship you with Damien Lee, weirdly enough. Like, here's Damien again. You see Damien about to punch some noob, when suddenly a dimensional portal opens between the two of them. Hey, what the hell? I was about to punch that noob. There will be plenty of noobs to punch, my fearsome paramour, when you are mine. What? I have traveled across time and space to find a fit commander for my armies and for my bedroom. Oh, you want me to come over to your kingdom so we can kill people and fuck? I wouldn't put it quite so crassly. Well, I would, and that sounds doper than hell, which isn't hard because hell is lame, but still. But if Damien goes to another dimension to fucking kill people, how will he fucking kill people with you? There's only one thing to do. Either you defeat the prince's entire shitty army using nothing but a colander and a grapefruit, or show Damien a picture of the prince's armies wearing clown shoes and assless chaps.
I feel like the second one would also get rid of Damien.
Right. So that's what you
Let's
want?
go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You recall a full-page glossy photograph you saw in the latest issue of Bad Armies magazine. You pull it out of your backpack and show it to Damien. It depicts the prince's army wearing floppy shoes and assless chaps, braiding the opposite force's hair. What the fuck is this? Opportunity, Damien. Any general can win a war with an army that's good, but imagine the glory of winning with a bad army. Oh shit, you're right. Let's make them worse. Give them boxing gloves and dip their heads in concrete. Cut off some of their fingers. Make them all carry fake babies in order to understand the responsibility of parenthood. That's the attitude I expect from a great warlord. Victory will surely be ours. All right, dude, I'm interested. Let me know when you've made your army even shittier and we'll go from there, yeah? Agreed, my love, agreed. You doubt the prince wins many wars with that army, but he sure does seem to be winning Damien's heart. Curses! You lose -2 charm and -1 boldness. All right.
Plus side, you might not get shot now.
Right. I'm gonna I'll go to the auditorium. I haven't been there. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to you to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. You will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You see Damien pacing the stage, stabbing the air with his cardboard lance. Motherfucker, I don't do things if I don't look badass doing them. This play is not an exception. I am gonna live so motherfucking truthfully through these imaginary circumstances. This script is just so, I don't know, vague? Why is the Dark Knight so evil? Where does his anger come from? Why all the murder? And yes, when it comes to plays, I want there to be a reason for murder. I just don't need one in real life. You better give him a reason not to murder you just in case. Okay, so the knight was driven evil by the death of his parents and spouse. It's never been done. Or B method, go on a real-life killing spree. Let's do that. It's not like I really need an excuse to go on a killing spree, but this is as good an excuse as any. Just gotta grab a razor, an iron, a cheese grater, and anything to gag the screaming. Holy shit, that does not bode well. However, at the next rehearsal, Damien is embodying the darkest of nights. And that was the point after all. So what's a body count between cast members? You gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. All right. All right, and we'll put you first. Okay. Lunchtime, where do you want to sit?
Wherever the hell Damien's not.
Well, you have various tables that he's not sitting at, so do you want to sit with the vampire and the ghost, or the mermaid and the werewolf, or I don't know who that's the lady who was telling you the world was ending, or that cat person?
I don't remember the cat person.
Okay, you want to go to the cat person?
No, let's go with the ghost and the vampire.
Okay, ghost and the vampire. When you arrive at their table, you find that Polly and Liam aren't eating, they're just taking pictures of their food. Welcome to the don't need to eat, so we just take dope food pics zone, baby. We believe that food, like heavy construction machinery, should be seen and not tasted. Yeah, I mean, have you ever tasted heavy construction machinery? Have you? I don't know, maybe. My weekends are usually kind of a blur, like last Saturday. There will be plenty of time to chronicle your sexploits later, Polly. Right now, we need to focus on these food pics. While Liam and Polly were busy bantering, you were busily arranging a dope food pic of your own. And now to complete your masterpiece. A food pic, but instead of food, it's just a bottle of whiskey with ketchup on it. Or a food pic of Liam taking a food pic. So meta.
You know, the whiskey with ketchup, I find it funny.
Okay. Oh my god, yes, I love liquid lunch. Wait, but you don't eat or drink. That's why I allowed you at my extremely cool food pick table. How do you even drink liquor?
Welcome, Super Duper Jeff.
Hey, what's up, Jeff? How's it going? So Steam crapped out, and so we were going to play the rest of Ada's campaign, but instead now we're playing Monster Prom. So, actually, this way. Monster Prom. So, how am I? Well, I'm getting back to everything after my dad's passing away and everything. So this is me getting back to streaming again after a long lapse of I say a long lapse. It's been a couple of weeks maybe of not doing streams or podcasts or anything. But it feels like a very long time because there has been so much going on. But yeah, otherwise, it's a hot August day, and we are playing this Monster Prom dating sim weird game. Okay, so so Liam Rookie is asking Polly, how do you even drink liquor? And then she says, duh, I make an alive person drink it, and then I possess them and suck the drunkenness out of them, obviously. Oh, thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate that. And thank you for stopping in. I'm glad that you popped in, even if it's just to see me play this random game with Rookie. So Rookie, Liam says, I suppose that's not too terribly dissimilar to how I get drunk, but why? Why put ketchup on the whiskey bottle? Polly says, so it counts as food? You can't just drink a bottle of whiskey without ketchup on it for lunch. That wouldn't be a meal. You can't argue with that logic, nor do you want to, because then how would you justify getting drunk at lunchtime? Okay. Yeah, this is the Monster Prom series. There's Monster Prom 2, then there's Monster Road Trip. There's a Monster Convention one too. Like there's a whole series of these games with the same characters that you can play throughout all of them. This is just the first one in the series. Okay, where do I want to sit? I want to sit with the wolf guy. As you approach Scott and Miranda's table, you see that the entire table is covered in exotic silverware. Oh, what's this one for? That's the forking spoon. It's a spoon for picking up your forks so that you don't have to touch them with your fingers. And that one? That's a tuning fork. It's for making sure all your other silverware is tuned to A minor as is proper. What about this one? That's the dairy knife. It's for milk. Wow, do people ever invent new silverwares? All the time, but none of them are any good. It would take a genius of true subtlety to improve on the existing canon. A genius of true subtlety? Genius and subtlety are your middle fucking names. You suggest the ultimate new silverware. The salad harp or hands? I'm just gonna go with hands because that's very funny to me. My favorite silverware. Egads, how crude. I know, right? My only more favorite or silverwares are face and mouth. Scott, I think you are misunderstanding the purpose of silverware. No, I don't think so. Look. Scott reaches into his backpack and pulls out 2 silver hands, a silver face, and a silver mouth. He holds the hands in his hands and the face in his mouth and devours his lunch in a highly counterintuitive way. I stand corrected. You're not standing, you're sitting. Anyway, now I gotta put on some ointment. All that silver is really bad for my skin. Scott lets you put the ointment on him. Nice. That's very weird. Okay. All right. We're gonna put you first because that's how it was for me for all of week 1. So, okay. Where would you like to go? Auditorium, class, library, outdoors, gym, or bathrooms?
Let's go to class. I don't think we've been to class yet.
No, we have not been to class even once.
By the end of week 2.
Right. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You're minding your own business when Damien, they love Damien and you for real. Okay, when Damien comes rushing through, punching everyone who's minding their own damn business. Fuck, I'm so angry. I'm so angry I want to pull my own skin out and eat it. I'm so angry I want to set the school on fire and then punch the fire in its fucking face. I'm so angry I want to spend years accumulating political capital so I can become president and then use my nuclear codes to blow up the sun. And you're standing in my way. Move before I punch you so hard you'll remember with melancholy the times where you could move without all of your bones hurting. Oh no, violence incoming, think fast. So you can say, joke's on you, pal, I'm a pragmatist. I avoid any kind of idealization of the past because it has no use and therefore I refuse feeling any kind of melancholy. Or, no time to think of anything clever, start dancing for no reason.
I feel like the first one might finally get him off my back.
You are trying so hard.
Incoming ad break.
Ooh, pragmatism burn. Violence always loses against well-constructed worldviews based on strong branches of philosophy. What? Yeah, that. Magnetism burn. Gah. Soon all your classmates are cheering you on and praising your prowess in rational thinking and verbal wits. This is idiotic. Move or I will kill you dead. But a cheering mob has raised you onto their shoulders, chanting, pragmatist, pragmatist. You technically have moved, so Damien has no point in persisting with his threats. Still, from afar, you can see an eternal fire burning in the back of his eyes. But for now, you gain +2 charm and +1 fun. Oh yes, posture check, posture check. Okay, I am upright. I am postured. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, let's see. I will go to the library. I haven't been there. That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really on the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain 2 money. Liam and Damien stand over... Huh?
Also not a stat?
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait, I guess it is.
So yeah, it is a stat on there. I'm very average. Like, look at you. You are like so fantastic by comparison. All right. Liam and Damien stand over a pile of books Liam has gathered. They're scowling intently as if the books have personally wronged them. Our school teaches the most common, mainstream, basic material imaginable. I think there's only one thing we can do, really. Petition the school to include works of value. Burn the books. Damien, you're absolutely right. The fight against anti-intellectualism must be telegraphed in strong action, not just empty words. Damien snaps his fingers and the books burst into flames. You have to admit, between a petition and fire is the much cooler option. Unfortunately, it's at this exact moment that Crazy Martin chooses to appear. Oh no, no, not again. He always thinks these things are my fault just because they are. I can't get detention. I'm seeing a nondescript yogurt resort concert this weekend, and the band only plays once in a blue moon when the lunar eclipse lines up with... There is no time to let Liam finish. Quick, step in and be the hero they need. So I can tell them that there was a three-horned paper gobbler on the loose that was planning to devour the entire collection or burn down the entire library. No point of origin, no proof of culprit. Let's burn it all. Without thinking, you grab as many books as you can and throw them onto the fire as well. You had a chair and a table too. Turns out pretty much everything in the library is flammable. Liam and Damien get into the spirit and are soon adding computers, magazines, and students to the bonfire. Crazy Martin runs to grab a fire extinguisher, at which point you, Liam, and Damien are able to sneak out of the library, leaving behind no possible trace evidence, considering everything you touched is charred. Hot damn, that was some of the best arson I've ever seen, and believe me, I know my arson. Perhaps when they restock the library, they'll choose books with a more diverse array of historical perspectives. Or even better, they won't, and then we can do this shit all over again. If high school doesn't work out for you, at least you've got a bright future as a career arsonist. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. Okay, on to the weekend. Oh, something happens to me this time. You're practicing your moves against the invisible ninjas who are totally real and totally after you when you spy a much more visible threat. Yo, fuckhammer, I need your advice about something. Do you know what the most powerful force on Earth is? Stronger than anvils or swords or my 9-pack abs? It's love, and I think I might just be in it with your buddy Rookie. And sure, love is already hardcore just because the feelings are so strong and that's badass, but the love will be doubly as strong and badass if it turns out that Rookie is as hardcore as I think he is. And of course, there's really only one way to judge a person's true soul. You know him pretty well.
Shooting.
Do you know what his inner murderer weapon would be? Duh, of course you do. By which you mean that you're totally happy to make it up on the spot. So here's the time to decide Rookie's fate. Fun, right? Don't be a dick unless you want to be, in case, go for it. So, an electric chair, that's how boring Rookie is. He would just be standard government-regulated death, or major cardiovascular diseases. Rookie is the ultimate murderer, the leading cause of death worldwide, and sometimes capable of catching up to tough motherfuckers who have survived everything else. I'll be nice. I'll do the electric chair because I think that'll scare him off. An electric chair? Damn, I knew Rookie seemed too good to be true. And now that's definitely 100% confirmed because literally nothing is as convincing to me as being told by some random classmate what murder weapon someone's soul looks like. I bet Rookie is such an electric chair that he actually would go through a trial and due process and all that shit before even murdering someone. Disgusting. What happened to good old-fashioned murder? Why try to hide behind some legal system? Rookie sounds weak as fuck. Glad you spared me that disappointment. Hey, no problemo. And if Rookie wanted you to say nice things about him, he should have given you his lunch money like you asked. Oh, and you gain +1 boldness. That's funny. Okay, do you want to actually do the randomizer this time?
Sure. Taylor Swift.
Okay. I'll just say Robin Williams. How weird a video game starring the selected celebrity would be. Here's the thing, Robin Williams in
I
a...
think he's been in video games.
Yeah, he probably has. Taylor Swift would just
Yeah,
be
he was in
like...
Boys.
Yeah, well, and then Taylor Swift would just be like... Just like one of those kiddie games like they used to do for Hannah Montana and stuff. So both of those are rational choices. Let's just do random, I guess, because... That's...
I don't know. I think
Or what?
I think Robin Williams would totally be in a weirder game. Taylor Swift would be in like some brand building bullshit.
Okay, well, if you say so, I'll do that then. Okay, week 3. We're almost to the end. We're in the last quarter, or the last third, rather. Not the last quarter yet. I have not been to the bathrooms. I'll go there. Oh, welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. Okay, a fake badass tattoo, a motivational poster, a PR agent. Okay, the kid gift that keeps on giving. The Latin accent. Online. Wow, a tampon used by the former prom queen. Okay. Let's do a PR agent. Sure. Why not? Okay. What do you want to do?
We've already done everything. I'll try the auditorium.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. Huh, it seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain +2 creativity. Despite
Okay, that was
everything...
my dope stat.
Right. Despite everything else happening around you, you're just solving some Sudokus, but your mind is constantly going back to Damien.
Oh, Jesus.
Stupid, sexy Damien and his idiotic short temper. You think he could even be your sweetheart, but he seems more focused on being angry 24/7. For God's sake, he's
Even the werewolf guy's better.
I know. He's the kind of guy that could get angry at a banana. As a matter of fact, your daydreaming is interrupted by the feral screams of Damien, who seems to be insulting an actual banana. You stupid yellow fruit, what's your deal? Do you think you're richer in potassium than me? No one is richer in potassium than Damien fucking LaVey. Gah! Is he even for real? Stupid sexy Damien. No, you need to put a stop to this nonsense before it escalates into arson somehow. Do you want to eat the banana or defend the banana's honor?
Let's defend the banana's honor. See how that goes.
You dramatically intervene between Damien and the banana, ready to fight for the banana's honor. What are you doing, fuckhead? Indeed, what exactly are you doing? Why are you defending the banana's honor? Did the banana ask for your help, maybe? You wanted to be its valiant savior, huh? Because all bananas are just poor defenseless fruits in distress for you, right? But in the end, it's more about reassuring your ego and fulfilling your own fantasies. Pathetic. Yeah, what about not trying to save those who haven't asked for any kind of saving? What about letting them save themselves? And let's not start with the fact that it's just a banana. Who the fuck defends a banana's honor? Not paying any kind of attention, but we all agree he is lame, right? Yes. Agree. No, they made a point, but you're not that kind of a jerk, or are you? You need to do some introspection. Still, you lose -2 boldness and -1 charm.
Well, at least I pissed off my 3 least favorite characters.
Okay, everybody chooses an animal. Platypus.
Aardvark.
How intriguing a new Game of Thrones house would be if it had the selected animal as its sigil. What does an aardvark do, Rookie?
I think it's an ant eater,
Is it?
so I assume it eats ants. Like,
Okay.
as a hobby. at
Yeah.
least.
Well, platypi are weird guys with little like stingers on their butts, and they're weird mammals with pouches.
Yeah, I think you got this one too.
Okay. Lunchtime. Okay.
Let's do this.
There's Tony the Tiger. Holy shit! Did I get his number? It's kind of a pink, fleshy anteater. Is the response that we get in the chat. So it's a pink, fleshy anteater. Should I sit with Tony the fucking Tiger, who I think I might have gotten the number from, or should I sit with Liam because I'm trying to get Liam?
Well, first I want to say thanks to Mr. Reciprocity.
Yes.
I owe you one.
A fleshy pink anteater. I'll sit by Tony the Tiger because I don't think anybody's gonna win. Oh, and then also I think Aardvark Game of Thrones is just Kerberos. Okay, you're about to take the first bite of your delicious cafeteria lunch when Coach appears out of nowhere. Oh, that's the coach. Stop, you can't eat that. You're not warmed up yet. Do you want to strain your jaw, sprain your esophagus, pull your intestines? I thought I taught you kids better than this. Come on, stand up. Let's get our food on. You look disappointed. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll let you choose the workout. We've got two options. Playing with your food, specifically playing football with your food, or an absolutely ridiculous number of push-ups. I think playing football with the food is funnier. Coach helps you set up your peas and set up your peas and mashed potatoes in a classic football formation, and you animate them with forbidden magics. Perfect. Now the food will get all warmed up so it's ready to take the nutrition all the way to your end zone. The end zone is your stomach and eventually your butt. Your food throws down at the most intense football game ever. It all comes down to controversial call by the broccoli ref. You turn around to find the whole rest of the cafeteria watching your game and betting on the results. They're even more entertained when you command all the players to dive into your mouth. You gain +4 fun. Okay, where are you gonna sit? You might as well sit in the middle with Damien, your crush.
Let's go to the bottom left.
Okay, bottom left. Oh, with those two again. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch, a single, very suspicious looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light. Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination. It also has a skull on it and it smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years? You literally just admitted it's poison. I know, and I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. So you say, you don't need to eat that apple. Princes should be eating poisoned apples so that you'll kiss them. Or you don't need to eat that apple. There are plenty of eligible princes on hotprincefinder.com.
Let's go with the... Man, they're both kind of good.
I know.
Let's go with the second one.
Okay. That's not what A finder for hot princes? What is this sorcery? I must see it at once. You pull up the website on your phone. You've already got it bookmarked for no reason. Goodness, it even lists their pedigrees. And you're right, not all of them are even looking for sleeping princesses. This one is only looking for a princess who is a frog. That will be much simpler to achieve. I only need to anger a minor witch. This wasn't what I was going for at all. God, if you're that hungry for dick, just buy a damn hooker. Dick? Who said anything about dick? Royal marriage is strictly a business arrangement. When it comes to romance, we are free to make our own decisions. That's good news for you, especially since Miranda seems to really like your suggestion. All right. Choose an object. I'm going to choose a Cthulhu statue.
I am going to choose a microphone. Totally wasn't just looking around my room for an object.
I just did too. Genies can used to be found in lamps. Player order is decided based on how likely it would be to find a 21st century genie inside the selected object. Would a genie be in a Cthulhu statue? No. I think you're more likely to have one in a microphone, so you win this one.
All right. I was going to say that you had one because these things aren't hollow.
Here we go. All right, where do you want to go in the evening?
Let's go outdoors again.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have another raid.
You start a half-hour raise that goes full crazy. Oh, here it is. You are talking about, you're chatting casually with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one, the one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time
Incoming
you
ad
say
break.
where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile phone app and capture all the laughter and turn it into 2-1. Yay! Oh no, here we go. Damien's just minding his own business, clotheslining people when suddenly a loud siren goes off above you. It's the Slayer. She's on the roof of the school, holding a megaphone, and she's looking right at Damien. What's up, ball sack? Put this in your horn and smoke it. Yo, mama's so fat when she possesses someone, they don't need an exorcism. They need liposuction. Oh yeah? Well... Damien's stuck. It's up to you to help figure out a comeback. You lean over and whisper in his ear, yo mama's so poor she can't even sell her soul because she's only renting it, or fuck you, Van Helsing looking piece of shit.
Let's go with the second one.
Okay. No, fuck you. I don't look like Van Helsing. I'm basically the opposite of Van Helsing. If you're gonna come at me, at least come correct. Fuck. Yo, Slayer. I know I can't kill you because you're the protagonist or whatever, but I'm cool to beat the shit out of your minion over here, yeah? That's not yeah, sure, go for it. Damien treats you to a very close look at his brand new steel-toed boots. You lose -2 boldness and -1 smarts.
Let's do this.
All right, I'll go to the bathroom. That day you skip class and hang out. On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness thanks to Mamimi and proceed to the bathrooms. It's later when you're minding your own business and definitely not doodling pictures of Damien in your notebook when you see Damien make his way over to you, at which point you definitely do not need to hide your drawings. Yo, so here's the thing. You know how I think most people are pretty much 100% awful fuckdoors? I actually think you're only 70% awful fuckdoor tops. In fact, I actually think you're kind of rad. I've been meaning to get a new tattoo since nothing is as rad as intentionally sticking needles into yourself to create a permanent image on your skin for fucking ever. And I thought maybe we could get matching tattoos if you can come up with something rad for us. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's your chance to once and for all convince Damien of how awesome you are. Don't fuck this up. It's time to suggest the baddest, raddest, maddest tattoo of all time, which is an on-fire pentagram made out of pentagrams, and those pentagrams are made out of guns that shoot pentagrams, and the pentagrams are on fire, and the fire is on fire. Or a sea cucumber. That's pretty funny. Oh my fuck. I'm sorry, that one was too funny. I had to pick that one. I knew it was gonna make this Damien thing happen, but like, even though I don't care for Damien, like, that was just funny. That's the most metal thing I've ever heard. I made a good choice with you. Maybe the pentagrams that are pentagrams could be made of pentagrams that are pentagrams, and the fire can be sentient, and the pentagrams can hate their deadbeat uncle, and the guns end up on TV because they won't eat their vegetables, and maybe the pentagrams are also ex-convicts. These will be the raddest tattoos ever. Let's go get them right now and have them on both of our bodies together forever. What? You're about to get badass matching tattoos with Damien. This is the raddest, coolest, dopest, most lit thing ever have happened, and now you'll be tied together for eternity. You gained the sickest tattoo of all time, as well as +2 boldness and +1 charm. The monster prom draws near. Who are you gonna ask to prom? Damien? Miranda, probably, I guess.
The only two I think may even say yes are Miranda and Polly.
Yeah. So which one do you want to ask?
I guess let's go with Miranda. I think I had 2 good interactions with her.
Okay. Ask Miranda to the prom. Okay. I guess I'm like, they pushed me at Damien. I was hoping to do the Liam thing, but Damien ended up. So. All right.
I don't know. I thought the werewolf guy with the silver was pretty damn funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, but like, I don't know if I've gotten enough positive interactions with him versus Damien. So, okay, you finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. What? I'm sorry to tell you this, my friend, but I think your princess is in another castle. Damn, you're bad at interacting with people. To repent for the sin of making such bad choices, you were forced to walk around the school in the nude, accompanied by a nun who chanted shame over and over while ringing a big bell. Classic. Okay. And I ask, prom? Burning stuff and committing murder might be badass, but nothing's as badass as following your heart and believing unapologetically in love. Let's do this. Let's live our lives with 0 regrets. Prom, here we go. Prom night was awesome. You and Damien reflected on all the fucked up misadventures you had over the past few weeks. You've definitely been your worst self. After some good laughs, you conclude, well, I'm definitely going to hell. He stayed silent a bit after that. Then he added, you know what? I see no problem with that. Best night ever. Okay, so I'm most likely to be a sleeper agent just waiting for the code word, and then he's best at violence.
Yeah, this game really pushed him on both of us.
Yes. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and what we could, or who we could be. And you know what? Like it all does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the most refined marriage between macabre and chic. Miranda got a job being the princess of her kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. Polly graduated. A character we didn't unlock yet. That's probably from the DLC. Polly graduated from doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. For those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Ta-da! So, yeah, there's a whole series of these. I would like to play, because I've got Monster Prom 2, which is Monster Camp, and then Monster Prom 3, which is Monster Road Trip. There's also Monster Con, that's the 4th installment. So, like, I wouldn't mind playing through all of these, but it's more fun the more people you've got playing, like if you got 4 people to play. So.
So that Damien can hit on all of them.
Right. So. I think the first time I played, I didn't actually get anybody either. Like, I didn't manage to get anybody dating me for prom. So I just kind of rolled with Damien because that's who they were throwing at me. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's what we're doing. So, woot.
Oh, I didn't realize there was voice acting.
Yeah, there is voice acting. You don't have it to where you can hear it. So, like, you missed all the sound, unfortunately. But if we are actually co-oping this, like if other people have it and we're able to play it online together, then that's fine. But
I had the best voice actor.
right. There you go. So yeah, that was that. I think that's a good place to stop since we ended up having such a hard time. Oh, it says you're my player too. Anyway, yeah, like we had such a hard time trying to get this stupid thing set up. Oh, there's MonsterCon, the new one. Yeah, that one is $14. That's cool. Anyway, so yeah, thanks to everybody for watching. I think that's pretty much all, because like I don't want to play another round of this, just because like you need more people to make it more fun. So that's my opinion anyway. So maybe we'll try this again, or maybe try Monster Prom 2, or some other time, some other stream. Did you want to see if Resident Evil works so we can finish Ada and maybe just not do the survivors, or do you want to just call it and try later again?
No, I think unless the final chapter is 15 minutes long,
Right.
I think we're...
Okay. Sounds good to me. All right. Thank y'all. And thank you, Rookie. We will catch you again next time. On Thursday, I will be playing Cyclopean, that by myself. So you will get just me and that game. Have a good one.
Smashing into doors.
Yes, doors.